In today's video, we're going to be exploring how to get out of non-hitting hand hell. What is the role of the non-hitting hand on the modern forehand? Why is it here? Why is it in the way of our stroke? First, we're going to use it to delay our preparation and help build smooth, fluid rhythm, especially on faster paced balls. You can take the non-hitting hand and keep it on your racket for a lot longer than most people think. If you observe pro players, they tend to keep this hand glued to the racket for much longer than novice tennis players, people at the beginner and intermediate level. You will actually not see early preparation in the advanced game. We will see rapid body movement towards the ball, but very little movement of the hands during the initial part of the stroke. So you can keep the non-hitting hand on your racket until the ball bounces. So you want to keep it here and use it to get your shoulders past your hips. As you can see, I'm taking this side of my body along for the ride. What happens next with the non-hitting hand? Well, players make a few mistakes at this stage. And instead of extending out to the sideline, they'll actually point at the incoming ball. Now, this can rob you of a lot of potential energy. What you want to do is extend this arm out, and you want to feel a stretch in your core as you do this. If you just have it here or you're pointing here, you're not going to get nearly as much power. This is a common thread in the pro game. And furthermore, the arm can't be down here. It needs to feel like you're pointing up towards the sky. You will actually see most professional players extend this arm well above shoulder level. I've told people in the past it's like a tabletop movement, but really it's more like you're pointing up to the sky. So it's not here, it's here. This is the mental imagery that you need to build, because when you're moving and you're running around frantically, it's very easy to forget this side of your body. And if it feels like you're doing this, you're probably actually doing this. So consciously really try to extend this arm up here before you swing. Now, at this point of the stroke, we are using this arm to space ourselves and also to help initiate the forward swing. If we extend this arm fully, feeling like we're about to grab the ball in our hitting zone, we can make sure that we're not going to get jammed, and we can have proper arm extension throughout the hitting zone. Now, you want to think about the non-hitting hand as your pace car and the hitting hand as your race car. So this is actually going to be the first moving part of the stroke. It's not just to catch the racket or kind of hang it down here like we're too cool for school. We're going to actually use it to initiate the swing. You want it to feel like you're pulling a rope and you're just pulling it into your body. You will see a common thread of professional men and women pulling this arm straight in with no extra movement, and it will usually tuck in around the chest area, right? Your nipples. And from here, we're going to use it to complete the stroke. And you should tuck it in right here like this. Now, at the end, I also recommend catching the racket below your shoulder. So not way up here like this, right? In the advanced game, we want to swing through and across, and low to high is actually not as common as people think, okay? So when we catch the racket below our shoulders, we want to have the non-hitting hand here so that we can just have a destination for our racket. And this is going to help you also control this arm. If you just let the racket fly loose, not really giving any attention to your follow through, it's going to be very inconsistent and you will not have a lot of balance. So I recommend catching it below the shoulder, just like this, and you'll see a lot more magic. You'll get a lot more penetration through the shot. And that's what today's video is about. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like what you learned here, I recommend taking the next step and trying out my online course, because it takes these techniques and builds on them and shows you how to play modern tennis quickly and enjoy it for the rest of your life. I also have a book on Amazon, Tennis Doctor, Modern Tennis Step by Step. Check it out if you want to learn more about the system, and you can read it in every country. Thank you guys. This is Vincent Simoni, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Ciao.